Hello everybody, I'm Monica Agnihotri from IISc. I'm going to conduct a live speaking session. It is just the way in which a real exam IELTS speaking is taken. So kindly watch it till the end, subscribe the channel, like it and share so that rest of the people who are taking the IELTS paper can have a live review of what actually is done in your speaking exam. Thank you guys. I'll begin with my speaking exam. Good afternoon, how are you?
Good afternoon, ma'am. I'm good.
Can I have your reality pass? Okay, so you are Angela.
Yes.
That's really fine, Angela. Thank you so much. Can I have your full name?
My full name is Angela Sharma.
Okay. What are you doing right now?
I'm right now pursuing my degree in pursuing a bachelor's in the field of pharmaceutical sciences at PCT Group of Institutes.
Okay. What is the reason of selecting this particular course?
For selecting this course, my uncle suggested me because he told me that it's having a lot of scope in India as well as in abroad, and definitely I was also interested in this field, so I opted for this.
Do you really think that one should go for his own choice rather than going for his parents' pressure in selecting his studies?
I would definitely recommend that one should go for his own choice, because if a person is taking the field according to him, then he can put all his efforts and hard work into it without any force and without any forcibly done by his parents. But his parents should also guide him along with it.
Are your parents also in the same profession?
No, my parents are not in the same profession. They run their own business, and it was me who opted for this.
So in your opinion, genetics are not important while selecting a career line?
According to me, it's not very important, because if I talk about one example, my cousin is right now pursuing the business studies, but her parents are doctors. So that's because it was her interest, and same as for mine, that genetics don't matter. It is according to the person what you want.
You like to live in the place you are born?
Definitely, I do love to live in the place, but for having the good future and studying more higher, I would be shifted. I would like to go away from here because they don't offer much opportunities in my
So what are some of the reasons that people like to shift to different places rather than staying in their native regions?
The people love to migrate to different places because they feel that they can get a better living standard into the other places, and also they can have more exposure and more job opportunities in their own field.
Can there be any difficulties one has to face when he moves to a new place?
Absolutely. When one is moving towards any other place, the person faces a lot of difficulties. First of all, he feels the loneliness when he's moving alone. Another thing he feels is along with the loneliness, he has to manage everything onto his own. It takes a lot of time for him to get social with the other people. He cannot trust one. So there are a lot of problems.
At that time, what should one do when he's moving to some new place?
When one is moving to a new place, one should never lose hope and never lose heart. He should always be connected with his family and friends whenever he is in any kind of problems, and he should make himself mentally and physically so strong to move there.
Is there any importance of having counseling sessions in your senior secondary examination?
According to me, there should be proper counseling sessions, because proper direction is given to the children so that they can opt for what they want to go in their future. So this gives them an opportunity and more clarity about their future.
Are there any benefits of having so many career options these days as compared to your parents' times?
Definitely, nowadays one particular field is having thousands of options for the careers, and it has made more easy because it has increased the employment rates in our own country. Whereas if I talk about my parents' times, and there were not so much job opportunities and exposure.
Are you doing online shopping or offline shopping?
I preferably go for offline shopping, because I don't find it much easier to do online shopping.
No, it's just for the ease that you do not prefer, or you do not like to go for
Actually, I do not like to go for. There are very rare cases when I opt for online shopping, because many a times when I have bought something, it was defective in piece and the delivery time was not correct, or it was not accurate in time.
Has there been anything new that you bought recently?
Definitely, I have bought some furry slippers to wear in winters, and they're quite warm and good, and I bought them through my online shopping.
You didn't face any problem right here?
No, I didn't face any kind of problem, and they were delivered in time. Like it's in some cases when I don't get proper delivery.
Which things people normally do not like to buy online?
People do not like to buy electronics, phones online because many a times there is, first of all, there is no guarantee. Many a times they are defective, or in fact, if they are not defective, then there is no guarantee in that. There are no repairing in it.
That's very fine. Now we are moving to the cue card question. This is your question. You can have a pen. You can make notes on your question. Your time has started. Can we start?
Marriage is one of the most common thing which takes place in every country of the world, but in India, marriage is like an institution. It is because the rituals of marrying in India is completely different from the other rituals in the other countries. If I talk about first of all about the events and ceremonies, so there are many ceremonies involving pre-marriage ceremonies, marriage ceremony, and post-marriage ceremonies. In the pre-marriage ceremony, I would like to talk about first of all the Roka ceremony, which involves the meeting of the bride and groom's parents. The next one is the engagement ceremony, in which the bride and groom will exchange their rings in presence of their family members and near ones. And next, I would like when the marriage comes near. So, what kind of events that take place during those days? First one is the Mehndi ceremony, which usually takes place for the bride, in which the mehndi is applied to the bride, and she is pampered by her bridesmaids and her friends by putting various kind of sachets, crowns, etc. Next is the DJ night, which is at the night of the mehndi, and in this all the families of the bride or groom is invited, and it is a separate function which take place at bride or groom's place. In this the people enjoy, have food, fun a lot. Another one which is at the morning of the wedding ceremony is the haldi ceremony, and it is also for both bride and groom taking place separately. Afterward, it's the main, which is the marriage ceremony. If I talk about the post-marriage ceremony, so there are a lot of games which are played along with the bride and groom. This helps to enlighten the mood and also increase the bonding between the bridegroom and along with their family members. Marriage is one of the tradition which is most common, and people love to wear traditional clothes, and it is a point, or it is a, we can say, a platform when a person get connected with all his family members, and or it is a place where a person can enjoy freely and have fun with his cousins. And according to me, that when India is having the one kind of wedding which is most colorful, because people love to wear heavy dresses, they love to dress in a very different kind of way. According to me, the Indian tradition of wedding is very excellent and very different from other countries.
You really feel following ceremonies is significant?
According to me, following ceremonies is significant because for a person, marriage had only once in life. So everyone has his own dream wedding.
But somewhere or the other, it's like a wastage of money, as a lot of money is spent in Indian weddings.
Not everywhere it is spent, but yeah, in some marriages which are very high classy marriages, a lot of money is spent. But if I talk about the middle class, they don't involve such so many different ceremonies.
What is the reason that we have to spend so much of money? I mean, marriage can be a private affair also.
It is nowadays, now people are opting for the private marriages, like they want that they should have only few members for their wedding, and despite of that they can have a big grand party, which is a reception party, where they can invite all the other family members and friends.
Is there any other ceremony which you like other than the marriage ceremony of your tradition?
Except for the marriage ceremony, there are various kind of functions which are held. Like if I talk about is like first Diwali celebrations or this kind of.
That's very fine. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Guys, this is how the speaking exam is taken in your final exam, guys. You've got a simple review of it. So what I would like to say is that this student, like Angela, who took this shot, she gets around 7.5. The reasons are that she followed the lexical resource very nicely. Secondly, her card was very organized. You saw that she was speaking the card in a very refined manner. She was not fumbling at all in her questions, especially in the card, what we say. And she was able to imagine a story very, very nicely. So these are the things which really are accountable when you're going for your card speaking. Another reason why she is between 7.5 to 8, because she was having a good pronunciation with her. Her accent was quite clear. She was not doing any grammatical mistake, and above all, the confidence level was excellent with the student. So this is what we need to get a high band in our IELTS speaking. That is why, guys, just be confident of your speaking when you are preparing it and tune it accordingly. Dress code again is very essential when you're going for your speaking exam. So take care of these petty things. Subscribe it, guys, like it and share it. Thank you so much.